Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Conejo Oaks Baseball. I'm Josh Mechanic alongside Max Schwartzberg, as we'll take you through tonight's game between the Conejo Oaks and the Arroyo Secco Saints. The Saints are coming off a two-game win streak, beating the Forsters and the Pirates yesterday, as the Oaks are coming off a 9-2 victory on Wednesday against the San Luis Obispo Blues. It's the third time the Oaks have traveled here to Pasadena. They're looking to stay hot in that win columns, 15-8 on the year, just a half game behind the Santa Barbara Foresters for first in the CCL South. The Oaks are facing a right-hander out of Cal State Bakersfield, Carter Herrera, as the Oaks are led by Tommy Kenlinger hitting leadoff today, as always, with Jack Brooks hitting second. He plays right field. Austin Creo bats third, playing left field. Justin Rubens, the designated hitter, hitting cleanup, with Landon West doing the catching, batting fifth. Jordan King hits sixth as the second baseman. Dominic Hellman playing first base, batting seventh. Tanner Beltowski plays third, and Alon Camarillo rounds out the lineup at shortstop. Will Max, on Wednesday, the Oaks took care of business against the Blues, and now they're looking to start a win streak this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, that game was kind of just another story of the pitching shutting down really everybody throughout the entire inning. Luke, just a really good performance all the way around. Luke Wexler, the starter, really paving the way. This really starting rotation as a whole has been impressive. So with Ryan Humphreys on the bump, arguably one of the Oaks' best starters, it's definitely win day here in Pasadena. The Oaks are just going to have to continue to execute offensively. We've talked about the big inning. Maybe they'd want to put some more pressure on consistently throughout the game, but the bats are getting it done day in, day out. It's all up to the pitching and bats just continuing to do what they've been doing.
When you mentioned Ryan Humphreys, has been one of the Oaks' best pitchers, an ERA below 2 of 1.72 coming into play today, which is second on the team behind Colin Clark, who's yet to give up a run in 9 innings. As mentioned, Tommy Kenlinger steps in to lead things off against Carter Herrera. Herrera had a 5.73 ERA in 44 innings pitched this year at Cal State Bakersfield. 8 starts in his 12 appearances. Going up against the Oaks' leadoff man, who's also been their best hitter as far as batting average goes, Tommy Kenlinger, who takes a strike on the first pitch. Tommy hitting .387, on base over 500, and slugging over 600. He's been a great leadoff hitter for the Oaks, getting on base over 50% of the time.
Herrera just thrown 4 innings coming to this outing, so he's looking to get some more consistent time. Hopefully the Oaks can get to him early.
Herrera strikes out Kenlinger on 3 pitches. It's a perfect start for Carter Herrera, who strikes out his 5th batter of the summer. This is his first start. Went 4 shutout innings out of relief his last outing. Might have joined the team late. Facing Jack Brooks, throws the first pitch breaking ball. It's in there for a strike. We hear Tommy Kenlinger coming in the dugout and giving a scouting report to the rest of this Oaks lineup about what he saw.
Looked like some pretty good velocity up there.
That's what it sounded like Tommy was saying. The count is even up at 1 on Jack Brooks. Brooks has gotten it going lately after a slow start. And he hits this one hard on the ground to the right side. Get off the glove of the diving effort by the second baseman, Elliott. Brooks reaches on an infield single. We should mention that we have a pretty terrible angle of the right side. So it might be hard for us to decipher what's going down in that right field corner. Thought that ball was through, to be honest, but I did see the second baseman, Elliott, pick it up, so clearly kicked off his glove.
Yeah, we got a really healthy dose of wood plank to our right.
Yeah. It's a hard hit ball from Brooks, who picks up a base knock. The Oaks' first base runner of this one. And definitely the guy you'd like to see on the bases. 6 stolen bases for Brooks, and we know he can run as Carrillo goes after the first one. Flying it out to left field. Making the play is Joey Craig. for out number 2. Carrillo aggressive, swinging at the first pitch, but getting underneath it and flying out to left.
Well, something to note about this ballpark, you're at Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena. Center field is very shallow, but the gaps, and especially left center and right center, they play very big. Kind of a paradoxical field shape, but anything to the gaps, you know Jack Brooks is going to come around, especially with 2 outs.
Justin Rubin has a chance with 2 outs here. He's been excellent this summer as well, hitting .382, slugging .545 with a .493 on base percentage. Kenlinger, along with Rubin and Carrillo, three of them, have walked more than they've struck out. Justin Rubin, 10 walks to 8 strikeouts this year. He watches that pitch catch the corner. 1-1.
Yeah, second on the team in total bases with 30. He only trails Tommy Kenlinger. And keep in mind, Justin joined a few games late, too.
He takes a strike on the corner. 1-2. Rubin's got a great feel for the strike zone, especially in a 2-strike count. Knows what he's looking for. Long hold from Herrera as Brooks runs. Rubin slaps it foul. Into protect mode that time. Fastball at the top of the zone. Might have missed high, but Rubin was taking no chances. Brooks was running on the pitch. Now a pickoff attempt. Rubin 4th on the team with 9 RBI. Only Kenlinger, Carrillo, and Landon West have more. 9 batters driven in for Rubin. This one's driven out to right field. Going back on it is Worth. He's going to make the catch. It's a good swing by Rubin on a tough pitch, but the right fielder Worth was able to track over and make the catch. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Ryan Humphreys heads to the mound for the Oaks. Bottom of the first inning. Oaks went scoreless in the top half, just the Jack Brooks infield single. So Ryan Humphreys is on the mound for Conejo today. And with the CCL All-Star game coming up next week, Humphreys has definitely earned a spot in that game. Rosters should be announced on Monday for us to officially find out, but Humphreys has been excellent. A 1.72 ERA and 15 2/3 innings pitched, 18 punch-outs. And for a pitching staff that really as a whole has been dominant, Humphreys has been perhaps the best guy.
Well, what really stands out is the .894 whip. That's pretty impressive. That leads the team, obviously limiting walks and hits. Just allowed only 6 hits and 15 2/3, so he just gets those swing and misses. at 10.3 strikeouts per 9. He's definitely been a big monster for the Oaks on the mound.
Well, the lineup that Humphreys will be facing is pretty similar to what we've seen from the Saints, but they've got a couple of new additions. Jacob Shart leads things off. He's at DH. Easton Elliott bats second at second base. Josh Livingston is the 3-hitter. He's playing third. Joey Donnelly plays first base as the cleanup man. Joey Craig is the left fielder batting fifth. Alex Burge bats sixth behind the plate. Crew McChesney's in center field again. He bats seventh, with Peter Worth, the 8-man, in right field, and Tyler Gordon rounding it out. Jacob Shard been swinging it really well for the Saints. He takes a strike from Humphreys. Shard is the team leader in at-bats. Been up there 83 times, hitting .337. The one-time member of the Oaks. Hits this one to shortstop. Camarillo's there, long throw on the run. And it's low, but in time to get him. Good pick over there at first base by Dom Hellman.
Well, great defensive play on both sides. I mean, we've talked about Alon Camarillo in the field all summer long, and you could see just he really moves athletic out there, had to make a really hard play with his momentum going towards the third baseline, throw across his body, puts it on the money just a little bit low, and then Dominic Hellman with those lanky arms making a nice scoop for out number one.
Well, the Oaks infield defense today is Beltowski at third, Camarillo at short, Jordan King at second, Dominic Hellman at first. And the outfield left to right is Carrillo, Kendlinger, and Brooks, with Landon West doing the catching for Humphreys. Another lefty-lefty matchup. Humphreys is going to have a lot of these. Saints pretty lefty-heavy. Elliott has hitting .333, slugging .400. Getting on base at a .446 clip. The count is evened up at 1. Elliott with more walks than strikeouts this season, which is always difficult to do. Also leads the team with 13 stolen bases. Humphreys 1-1. Misses just below the zone.
Maybe even a little bit inside. Obviously, we don't have the best vantage point, but it did look like Landon West reached over to grab that. But if I were to guess, probably down more so.
Of course, we don't have the greatest angle. Position just about inside of the Oaks dugout. Showing bunt, but pulling back is Elliott, who takes a strike.
It's definitely one of the angles of all time. And just that.
We should also mention there might be some technical difficulties. We didn't have power until 20 minutes before game time, and we have been told it has been a bit of an issue here. So we do apologize if the stream cuts out at any point. Humphreys 2-2. Catches the corner for strike 3. Really good spot from Humphreys. And he picks up his first strikeout of the game.
Yeah, just a fastball in the outside corner, exactly where he wanted it. And that's exactly what we've been talking about. The whip sub .9, he just is able to hit his location. Frozen pizza up there.
Brings up Josh Livingston. He seems to always give the Oaks fits.
He's having a great summer. 2 homers, a .349 average.
Leads the team with that .349. Also slugging over 500. The first pitch breaking ball from Humphreys misses below the zone.
Well, something interesting is coaches in the CCL, they make the lineup before they know who they're facing, but kind of it's worked in the Oaks' favor, at least in the top, with 1, 2, 3, the most powerful hitters for the Saints coming from the left side, so it's a matchup in Ryan's favor.
And the cleanup man, Donnelly, is left-handed as well. I know Alex Burge is the catcher, too. Joey Craig new to the lineup. He's a right-handed hitter. So 5 of the first 6 hitters are coming up from the left side for Arroyo Secco. Humphreys comes home, and pitch just misses high. Oaks dugout wanted that call.
Dad was saying something.
2-1 the count. Livingston with his 2 home runs. Not the only guy with 2 for the Saints. So he rolls this one into the Oaks dugout. Goes off the frame.
Good job by Humphreys to get the count even. I mean, it's another reason he's able to limit walks, because you never ever want to go to a 3-ball count as a pitcher, but he's able to make a competitive challenge pitch, fastball right there to Livingston.
Now he'll look for a put-away pitch on 2-2. Long hold from Ryan. 4 coming home. And he gets him. 2 consecutive strikeouts in the first inning for Ryan Humphreys. Both of them looking. Scoreless first inning as we head to the second here at Jackie Robinson Field. Landon West leads things off for the Oaks here on the top of the second inning. It's always fun when you get to hear these hitters talk about hitting, and we heard Landon having a conversation with some of the first inning guys that hit, just about what to expect from Carter Herrera. They did say that there is some run on his fastball, some sink.
Yeah.
As West goes after the first pitch and lines it a fair ball into the left field corner. West will reach second base easily. He stays put there with the leadoff double.
Look at Landon getting extended. Couldn't tell what it was, but I don't think it was a fastball. Thought more so like a changeup, and West getting the bat head out, speeds up his bat with the off-speed pitch. Oaks are in business.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out for Jordan King. We'll see what head coach, now third base coach, Dave Solis, decides to call up in this situation. They'll be coaching third all weekend with Parker being absent. Could be a potential bunt situation, but they're letting Jordan swing away. And it's in there for a strike.
He's coming off that first player of the game nod, finally, it seems so. 3 for 4, 2 ribbies, 4 times on base. He's been swinging a hot bat, and it really manifested in that game against the Blues.
Even with his average dipping a little bit, King has been swinging the bat well. Just getting a little unlucky. Another guy for the Oaks with more walks than strikeouts. 13 walks to go along with 10 Ks. He's got West at second with nobody out. He takes a fastball high. Well, with the count being 1-2, and the Oaks having West out there on second base. Right now, King is just going to do whatever he can to get the runner over at third. Try to hit a ground ball to the right side if he can do it. He fouls back that fastball. It's a good strikeout pitch from Herrera, trying to get King swinging at the top of the zone. And he does get the chase, but Jordan's able to get bat on the ball and foul it back.
Well, we'll see if he tries to tunnel here with some sort of breaking ball starting at the top and kind of freezing him and then dropping down. But I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go with the fastball again.
He does go with the fastball. As King hits it down the right field line in foul territory. The only question is if they're able to make the play, and it falls for a foul ball. We've got some help in the Oaks dugout, Mr. Connor Mullen, on these balls down in the right field corner, just letting us know what goes down if we can't see. King's fouled off 2 pitches since falling behind 1-2. They actually fell behind 0-2 and took a ball and now fouled 2 pitches. Another foul ball.
Good fight. Now he's getting a really good look at that fastball.
It does seem like Herrera's been throwing all fastballs at bat to Jordan, even with these 2 strike pitches. Couple looks at second base before coming home, and he goes with the breaking ball. The catcher Burge letting him know that's exactly where he wants it, but King's able to lay off. That's what we talked about with the more walks and the strikeouts.
407 on base percentage. Anytime you got a guy over 400, you know that's most likely could be a case on the stat page.
And he lines this one down for a base hit. The left fielder Craig was stationed out there in left center field, so it was right at him. He's able to play it on a bounce, but the Oaks have runners in the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, he was stationed perfectly. Off the bat, I thought base hit, no question, but fell just in front of him. So the left field line was just completely open. I mean, that's what you do see with right-handed hitters. They give the lineup, but usually not to that extent.
Yeah, definitely looked like it was going to be an RBI knock getting in the gap, but right at the left fielder, Craig. Oaks threatening here. 2 men on, nobody out. Big hitter at the plate, Dom Hellman. Hitting just .216, but everyone knows what he's capable of doing. A lot of pop in that bat. There's a breaking ball. West pops up and out of play. Hellman has driven in 6 runners this season. He's got a chance for number 7 out there on third base. West at third, King at first. Pickoff attempt. Jordan's back in easily. Once again, with Dom Hellman up, the left field corner remains deserted for the Saints. Craig is in the left center field gap. As this one's hit on a line into right center field for a base hit. Coming in to score easily is West. Getting the wave to third base is Jordan King, who stays put there. Dom Hellman picks up an RBI knock, and the Oaks take a 1-0 lead.
Well, we've seen him take those big, mighty hacks all year, but that one just getting it on the hands, but able to get enough elevate and lift on it to lift it over the second baseman's head. Just shows you the value of putting the ball in play.
The Oaks still threatening for more. King at third, Hellman at first. Nobody out for Tanner Beltowski. Tanner's playing third base for the Oaks today. We've seen him all around the diamond, first, third, left. Even pitched a few innings on the mound. Hitting .229, but getting on base at an even .400 clip. swings through that pitch. Looking to stay out of the double play ball right here is Tanner. Saints keep the infield back, trying to turn 2.
Good leave.
Good take on a breaking ball.
That ball was a strike pretty much the whole way until the last second. Even harder to recognize on the same side matchup.
Another breaking ball. And this one's popped foul. Out of play.
Kind of interesting to see, you know, Herrera attack number 8 hitter with a lot of breaking balls, because earlier up in the lineup, a lot of fastballs to the middle of the order. So kind of a different look here. Something that kind of surprised me, at least.
Well, he's able to throw both pitches for a strike, which is a benefit to him. But the Oaks are threatening with 1 run already across in the second inning. The count is even at 2 on Baltowski. Jordan King waits at third base, Dominic Hellman on first. It's a breaking ball again, and Baltowski spits on it again.
Kind of a similar lead to that first ball that Herrera threw, but still a great take. Baltowski getting his hips engaged, knowing he's ready to swing if he likes it.
Watched it all the way in before seeing it fall off the plate as he goes down swinging. A slew of breaking balls to Tanner Baltowski, who goes down on strikes. That is strikeout number 2 on the day for Carter Herrera. That brings up the 9-man Alon Camarillo. Alon is hitting .262. The pick goes over. That average has just kept on climbing lately. He watches that pitch catch the top of the zone for strike 1.
Yeah, a rough start for Alon, but he's really picked it up lately. He's been, honestly, a second leadoff man at the end of the lineup for the Oaks.
A lot of base hits up the middle for Camarillo. Shows you the approaches there. Doesn't even need a hit right now to drive in a run for the Oaks. Anything hit to the outfield will do. Camarillo watches that one all the way in and sees it miss for ball 2. That one is in there for a strike.
Oh, that's way down. Maybe even out, but that's down for sure.
Home plate umpire hearing it a lot from the Oaks dugout right now. Count is even at 2 on Alon Camarillo. Needs to protect right here. Has a great take on a breaking ball.
Well, 2-2 is so much different than 3-1. Obviously, we don't know if he would have thrown the same pitch in a 3-1 count, but it's almost just taking the bat out of his hands.
It's a payoff pitch coming up to Camarillo. Hellman runs, but he gets picked off. Throw into second as Kane comes home, and he'll be in there safely. The ball kicks away from Alex Burge, and the Oaks steal a run.
Just like they drew it up.
Hellman broke a little bit earlier than the Oaks had planned, but it worked out all the same. Jordan King with the smart base running. Breaks for the plate as soon as he sees the throw into second. And even an accurate throw, he might have been in there. It's still 3-2 to Alon Camarillo. Hellman moves on to second. In scoring position with just one out. Camarillo fouls it back. You can see what he was trying to do with that swing. Fastball in the outer half. And just fighting it off. Camarillo goes after a high fastball and is the third strikeout victim of Carter Herrera. That was a good pitch by Herrera. Fastball above the zone. Always difficult to lay off for these hitters. Tommy Kenlinger now. A strikeout victim back in the first. Herrera came out the gates firing. 3 straight pitches to get Tommy. And now, of course, after getting him on 3 fastballs in the first, throws a first pitch breaking ball. That's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, Josh. It's kind of dangerous up there in the mound because he has a really good pitch for both the fastball and a good feel for both the fastball and the off speed. So he could throw a strike with either one, and it kind of keeps the hitter guessing.
The Oaks have been able to scratch 2 across this inning off him, though. First of which coming on the RBI single by Dom Hellman. And then Jordan King basically stealing home after the pickoff attempt over to Hellman resulted in King scoring on the throw to second base. Kenlinger pops this one up foul. Good spoil with 2 strikes. Kenlinger does not strike out very often, and looking to avoid doing so for the second time today. Fouls another back. Carter's continued to go to that high fastball with 2 strikes. And he's definitely gotten some chases on it, but the Oaks have been able to foul some of those back. This one's popped up on the infield. Calling it as the third baseman, Livingston. He makes the catch for out number 3. The Oaks played the first 2 runs of this game. They lead 2-0 heading to the bottom of the second. The Oaks score 2 runs in the top of the second inning to take a 2-0 lead. Ryan Humphreys back out for the bottom of the second after pitching a 1-2-3 first inning, capping it off with a pair of strikeouts. Going after the first pitch is Donnelly, grounding over to the right side, and Dominic Hellman makes the play. Thank you, Max. Don't have a great angle at first base, but Hellman's able to make that play. Brings up Joey Craig. Craig is a new addition to the Saints roster. Only 0 for 4, so seemingly just one game played coming in today. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He watches that one miss high. Not a bad location at all from Humphreys. Just doesn't get the call. Who did pick up both strikeouts looking in the first inning. That's high again. 2-0 to Joey Craig, who's out of the University of Houston, coming off of his junior season. That one's in there for a strike.
We talked about it. Ryan Humphreys is basically allergic to getting to a 3-ball count, kind of the dream for a pitching coach, and able to battle back anytime.
Humphreys misses high again, 3-1. It's been the same miss all 3 pitches as at bat. And the count is now 3-1 to Joey Craig. Humphreys misses high with another fastball. 4 straight misses, all in the same location. Just have to make the adjustment if you're Humphreys, who allows his first base runner of the game after retiring the first 4. For Joey Craig, it's the first time he's reached base as a member of the Saints. Alex Burge now. Another lefty with a Crew McChesney waiting on deck. Another left-handed bat. So 6 of the first 7 are left-handed hitters. As Humphreys goes with a breaking ball to try to find it again, but misses high.
Looks like he might be coming down a little bit late. That's what usually happens on a high miss.
Alex Burge goes after this one and pops it up on the right side of the infield. Jordan King settles under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. And up comes Crew McChesney, who's hitting 273, but last time the Oaks were here, he put a few really good swings on the ball. Had a couple of deep warning track flyouts and also a double. Ground ball, right side. King is there, and he throws over for out number 3. Well, after the walk, Humphreys bounces back quickly. Gets an infield pop-up and a ground ball. So we head to the 3rd inning. The Oaks leading 2-0. Top of the third inning here. Jack Brooks to lead things off. He singled in the first inning for the Oaks, who lead 2-0 in this one. First pitch breaking ball to Brooks is in their first strike. Now it's a fastball at the knees for strike 2.
It would be nice to add on. Talked about how the Oaks, it works by any means, a bunch of crooked numbers, but just consistent pressure would definitely put the momentum all the way away from the Saints.
Well, we saw, of course, the first time the Oaks were here, they led 5-2 for all of that game and got complacent. Wound up getting walked off 6-5. Brooks sticks out his hands and hits the ball to shortstop. Fielded by Gordon, throwing low, but in time to get Brooks. You can see what Brooks was trying to do there with 2 strikes. Just slapped his hands at it and put it in play. With his speed, anything on the ground, he's got a chance.
Do you want to mention the scoreboard changed on its own? Sorry about that, guys. It's 2-0.
Be pretty hard if they had -1.
I mean, that'd be a tough go-around for the Saints, for sure. Dude, our generation's cooked.
Carrillo flew out to left field on the first pitch. Not getting the call on that breaking ball. 1-1. Carrillo hits this one down the right field line, foul.
Well, out ahead of the off-speed stuff. We'll see if Herrera reads that, but Carrillo obviously a good hitter with 2 strikes, more walks than strikeouts. I'm sure you can really fight off anything that comes forth.
Carrillo has almost double the amount of walks as strikeouts. 16 walks, just 9 punch-outs. Plus 10 hit by pitches for Austin as he fouls back that fastball.
It's pretty remarkable. I believe it's like basically a 50-50 split if he's going to get hit by a pitch or not at this rate of the season, and it's July 12th.
Carrillo fights that one off. Out of play once again. Just continuing to show why he's so difficult to strike out.
Yeah, it really annoys pitchers too. You have to go 6-7 pitches deep into an at-bat.
Yeah, the count is still 1-2, but the next pitch coming up will be the 6th. And it's a breaking ball that Carrillo lofts in the center field. That's going to fall for a hit. Typical Austin Carrillo at bat. Fighting off some 2-strike pitches and picking up a knock.
Well, while that was in no man's land, I'm not sure if the sun might have played a factor there. You could see some of the fielders slow up. I know, at least in BP, it's that center field area, especially as the sun goes down here in these summer months, that it's really difficult here in Pasadena. So I would not be surprised if that could have affected something.
Justin Rubin now. Flew out to right field his only time today. Rubin was talking in between innings to trainer son Koji, just going through his approach. Koji told him to keep his eye on the ball. So I think Justin's going to listen. He's usually really good at that. That one misses outside. 1-0 the count. Rubin watches that one just miss. That's a great take. Breaking ball was a strike for quite some time. It did look a little bit sharper than the other ones he's thrown today. To another count to Justin Rubin. He rolls this one over to shortstop. Gordon goes to second for one. There will be no throw over. It's a fielder's choice as Ruben reaches. With Justin's wheels, there was no chance to double him off there. It was a good job by Gordon to make sure they got the out at second base in Carrillo. It's now Landon West, who doubled in the left field corner and then came around to score. Definitely needed for Landon, who takes a strike high. Pitch has been on and off a strike today. There's another breaking ball. Burge didn't really try to frame that one.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, I assume it was definitely a ball, but at least from here, where he caught it, it didn't look too bad. Maybe it was inside. Obviously, we can't tell, like, laterally, but kind of interesting to see there.
Ruben's back in, standing up on a pickoff. Sneaky wheels for Justin. It's not the first thing you think of when you look at Ruben, but he can definitely run. Tied for second with 6 stolen bases. This one's cued off the end of the bat towards us. Great job by Connor Mullen to pick up the baseball.
Really nice throw by Connor Mullen across.
1-2 the count to West. It's a breaking ball that misses high.
I'm telling you, it's, like you said, Josh, inconsistent. Just flipping a coin behind there, you know? Maybe you call it, maybe you won't.
Looked like a very similar location to the first pitch of this at-bat.
Fraternal twins, not identical.
2-2. In the dirt. Good stop by Burge. We know the Oaks have been really aggressive on balls in the dirt, so every catcher has to work extra hard to keep the balls close.
Be nice to see a little deja vu, something in the gap. Ruben's going to be running on this pitch. We talked about the speed. Here we go.
No one holding him on as Ruben runs. And the pitch to West misses high.
Great at-bat for Landon right there.
West plates another quality at-bat and gets Ruben in a scoring position with 2 outs in the third inning. Jordan King steps in. He scored one of those 2 runs for the Oaks last inning. Up there for the second consecutive inning. Swings at the first pitch and hits it in the air to right center field. Coming in on his crew, McChesney, who makes the catch. As the Oaks strand 2 runners, they still lead 2-0 heading to the bottom of the third. Ryan Humphreys back out to begin the bottom of the third inning. Only base runner he's allowed through 2 was the Joey Craig walk. Just 21 pitches for Humphreys through 2 scoreless. 2 strikeouts as well, both of those coming in the first inning. Facing 8, 9, and 1 in this Saints lineup. Peter Worth to lead it off for Arroyo Secco. Worth, along with Joey Craig, the only right-handed hitters for the Saints today, which plays into the Oaks' favor with the left-hander Humphreys on the mound, who fires in that same miss that we saw last inning. Fastball misses high. And I know we've talked about it, but once again, I just want to apologize for the camera angle. Know that it's not ideal being able to see half the field like this. But we are doing our best to relay all the information the best we can. The Oaks lead 2-0 in this one. Bottom of the third inning. Both runs came in the second for Conejo. The Oaks have made Carter Herrera really work on this one. Wouldn't be surprised if he's done, given he hadn't started a game coming into play today. There's a check swing that does go off the bat of Worth. Not even trying to make contact with that pitch, but he fouls it away.
It's really frustrating as a hitter in the non-2 strike count when you think that you took a pitch and then all of a sudden another strike on you and you're in danger of a K.
Worth 7 for 32 this year. All 7 hits have been singles. Getting on base at an elite 409 clip though. Humphreys 2-2. There's a check swing. They'll peel over to first, and he did not go.
That is cap. He definitely went.
One of the few calls that we have a perfect angle for. It did look like Worth went on that pitch for sure.
If he hits it, it's a double. That's a swing and a half right there. Just going to have to strike him out twice.
Count is full, 3-2 to Peter Worth, who hits this one off the end of the bat. Hellman gets on a knee and fields and steps on the bag.
Kind of interesting to see there. That was a fastball that he was so early on. He just nubbed it, as Josh mentioned, right on the end, on the cap.
Yeah, that one had to sting a little bit. Tyler Gordon, the shortstop. Another lefty for the Saints. He made a good defensive play. Taking away a hit from Jack Brooks last inning. Takes a first pitch strike from Humphreys. Fastball in the corner. 0-2. Well, this is why Ryan has been so fun to watch this summer. Always seems to be getting ahead of hitters.
Amen. It's really frustrating. I can imagine as a coach, but when it doesn't seem like to be able to hit the zone as a pitcher, but all around the Oaks staff has done an amazing job of just staying around the zone in general, I'd say.
Humphreys picks up a strikeout.
Later.
Painting the corner with the fastball. His third backwards K of the day.
All 3 fastballs just stared at. A little good morning, good afternoon, good night. That's just kind of interesting, especially on an 0-2. You can't be guessing something else there. You got to be ready for anything. 2-strike count, you go into protect mode, but Humphrey's able to get the freeze.
Painting the bottom of the zone. picking up his third strikeout. The top of the lineup now. Jacob Shart. He takes a fastball off the plate. Shart grounded out to shortstop to begin this one for the Saints. Been their best hitter. 337, slugging 566. He hits this one hard past the diving Jordan Kane and into right field for a base hit.
It was a good swing, just staying on a fastball, sending it up the middle. Jordan was kind of shaded over to the right, not necessarily a shift, but more shaded over, and made a good effort at it, you know, putting the body on the line. That's what a pitcher loves to see, knowing that the defense is willing to go to that extent, but unfortunately just a little bit out of his reach.
That extends the inning for Easton Elliott. He was a strikeout victim his only time today. And he ducks out of the way of a curveball that winds up catching the strike zone.
Looks like a little front door action. That's a common response you'll see on the left-on-left matchup. Curveball looks like it's either super high or maybe even going to hit you, and then it just drops right in there on the inside part of the plate or even down the middle.
When Elliott's got fastball in his mind after being frozen by one to finish off his at-bat in the first. There goes Shart. The throw from West is on the money and in time to get him. Landon West making it look easy and gunning down Jacob Shart to end the inning. We head to the middle innings of this one. The Oaks leading 2-0. Bottom third of this Oaks lineup to hit the top of the fourth inning. Dominic Hellman to lead things off. He hits this one hard into the right center field gap. Crew McKenzie ranges over, and he makes the play for out number one.
Nothing you can do there if you're Hellman. Absolutely scolded that. Most likely his hardest hit ball of the year, and a really good opposite field approach.
And once again, it does look like McChesney was pretty shifted into the gap in right center field. Getting some praise in the dugout as Hellman as this one's popped up to the second baseman, Elliott, who makes the catch. 2 outs on 2 pitches to begin the fourth. Brings up the 9-hitter, Alon Camarillo. He went down swinging his last time up there. His only time up there today. taken all the way, most likely. On the pitch below the zone. After 2 outs on 2 pitches, you have to imagine that Camarillo was taken until he gets a strike. 1-1 the count to the Oaks shortstop. 1-2. Camarillo's been swinging it really well lately. We see again the Saints outfield pretty shifted to right center. A lot of space down that left field line as Camarillo ducks out of the way of that fastball. It's still Carter Herrera, but the Saints have had some action out in the bullpen. That 2-2 pitch misses below the zone. Really good take from Camarillo there. Pitch was a strike for quite some time. Top of the lineup and Tommy Kendlinger waits on deck. So the payoff pitch comes home when it's hit over to shortstop. Tough play in the hole for Tyler Gordon, who gets rid of it quickly and in time to get Camarillo. Not an easy play in that 5-6 hole, but Tyler Gordon is able to nab along Camarillo. And Carter Herrera has his first 1-2-3 inning of this one. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ryan Humphreys back out on the mound. The Oaks went down 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th inning. Only 8 pitches needed for Carter Herrera. It's now the bottom of the 4th. Ryan Humphreys is on the mound. He's only needed 32 pitches to get through 3 scoreless innings. Had a 1-2-3 first. And then the lone base runner in the 2nd inning was a Joey Craig walk. And with 2 outs in the 3rd, Humphreys gave up his first hit of this one. But Jacob Shart was subsequently thrown out trying to steal second base. That was during this man, Easton Elliott's at bat. So he begins the 4th inning after being up there and the 3rd. Went down looking back in the 1st inning. He pops this one up, foul territory on the left side. Landon West heads over to the Saints dugout. It's off the top for a foul ball. Nobody in that Saints dugout was helping Landon out as far as letting him know where he needed to go, so he needed to keep his eye out for that dugout fence. Humphreys has just continued his dominance from this summer. A sub-2 ERA coming into play today and has only bettered that through his 3 scoreless innings. Elliott is really late on this one. 1-2.
Well, Ryan just consistently jumping out of hitters this game, obviously a reflection of the entire season. It's so much easier to work in an at-bat when you're ahead than when you're behind.
Humphries with his 3 strikeouts today gives him 21 on the year, just third on the team. Swing and a miss.
Sword me.
Really late swing from Easton Elliott, and Humphries picks up his 4th strikeout of the game.
Wow, that looked like an awful swing. Just completely fooled on the fastball, and yeah, that's Ryan Humphries up there.
That's strikeout number 22 for Humphries on the year, trailing only Luke Wexler's 23 and Cole Fisher's 28. Humphries continues to build that case to be a CCL All-Star. Potentially building a case to be the starter for the South in that CCL All-Star game. Really been excellent this year. Only 3 earned runs allowed, creeping up on 20 innings. It's a breaking ball from Humphries. Might have missed inside. 2-0. Josh Livingston went down on strikes. Also looking. Elliott's strikeout just now was the first one that Humphries has got swinging. It's a good 2-0 pitch that Livingston swings through.
Looked like a fastball in the outside corner. Might have been even a little bit off, but getting in the chase there was Ryan.
The only 3-ball count that Humphries has pitched in was that walk to Joey Craig in the 2nd. That one is in there for strike 2. Humphries fell behind 2-0, but has since fired in a couple of strikes. Looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Faced 1 over the minimum up to this point. That one just misses high, maybe outside. Count is full, 3-2. Cleanup hitter Joey Donnelly is on deck. Livingston's already gone down once on strikes. That fastball misses high. Humphries walks Livingston. 2nd walk of the day surrendered by Ryan, the 3rd Saints base runner. Sets up a double play ball. Another lefty-lefty matchup. As we mentioned, 7 of these 9 Saints hitters are left-handed.
With Humphries' fastball, with some good sink and riding in on the hands to the lefties, easy double play opportunity for a ground ball.
Picks over. Back in there safely was Livingston. Livingston's only stolen 1 bag. But Humphries clearly aware of Livingston at first base. It's a first pitch breaking ball that's in there for a strike. It's a really good location from Humphries. There's good feel on that breaking ball. Just looking at Livingston quite some time before coming home. And he delayed steal into second base and in time to get him. Great tag by Alon Camarillo to get Livingston at second.
Well, with the left-handed hitters, usually a better delay steal opportunity because the lefty's shielding Landon West's eyes, so Not surprising that we saw that for the first time, at least today here in the fourth, but great throw from Landon, his second caught stealing today, and great tag from Milan.
You know that fires up a team, dugout, coaching staff. 2 caught stealings for West today. And now, Ryan Humphreys is 1 strike away from getting back in the dugout. We faced the minimum in the first, a 1-2-3 inning. Faced 4 batters in the second. Then faced the minimum in the third after Shart was caught stealing. And now looking to face the minimum again here in the fourth. 1-2 the count to Donnelly, who's able to foul back a fastball. Keep his at-bat alive. Not sure how long Humphreys will be allowed to go in this one, but he has kept his pitch count very manageable through 3 innings. Through 3 2/3 up to this point. This one's rolled over to the right side. Jordan King is there. He throws out Donnelly. Humphreys faces the minimum for the second consecutive inning. Ryan is cruising in this one through 4 scoreless as we head to the 5th. The Oaks leading 2-0. It's a new pitcher for the Saints, a right-hander, number 38. That's all I got. That one's fouled back to the right side. Mr. Moore.
Connor, what's this pitcher's name?
They just have the wrong number. This one is smoked, but caught. Line drive to the first baseman, and we actually have gotten word. It's, even though he's listed, he's wearing jersey number 38. It's number 36. Tyler Herges on the mound. As Kenlinger comes back to the dugout, lets Carrillo knows what he saw. Tommy crushed that one, but right at the first baseman, Donnelly. Brooks takes a first pitch strike. He's 1 for 2 in this one. A single back in the first. Zone misses outside. Herges has been really good out of relief for the Saints. Sub-2 ERA at 1.54 and 11 2/3. Definitely in contention for a CCL All-Star nod as well. That one might have caught the knees. Called a strike.
That is egregious, though. That was so far down. You could see the yank attempted frame. Usually that type of frame won't ever get a call because you could tell that the catcher has to move his arm so much, but wow.
1-2 to Brooks. Who goes after a pitch in the dirt. Burge chases him halfway down the line before throwing over. Brooks is out for the second out of this 5th inning.
I had a 2-2 count on that, by the way, with the scoreboard, if you're interested.
Coming to the plate for the Oaks, the left fielder number 4, Austin Carrillo.
Brings up Austin Carrillo. Also 1 for 2 in this one. Worked a really nice plate appearances last time up there. Pitched in their first strike. Herges has thrown 11 2/3 and 5 appearances. So it does seem like we can expect multiple innings out of him. And he gets Carrillo to pop up. Could be a tough play out there in left field. Coming in and making the catch is Craig. A very quick 1-2-3 5th inning for Tyler Herges. We're halfway home in this one. The Oaks still leading 2-0. Ryan Humphreys out there to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. Oaks leading 2-0 in this one. Been a couple of quiet offenses for the last few innings. Oaks plated 2 in the second. Gone down 1, 2, 3 in each of the last 2 innings. And as for the Saints, only a few base runners in this one. A couple of walks and a single off Ryan Humphreys, who's into his 5th inning of work. Efficient work, I should add. Just 46 pitches through 4. First base runner he allowed was the batter, Joey Craig, who he wound up walking in the second inning. Falls behind 3-0 to Craig. Humphreys with 4 strikeouts through 4 innings. He walks Craig on 4 pitches. It's now twice that Craig has reached via the walk. And the Saints have their first leadoff base runner of the day. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. Craig reaches on the walk, bringing up Alex Burge. Got a lengthy walk-up song play as Burge steps in. Saints with the runner on and nobody out for the first time today. Humphreys with a long hold before delivering to the plate.
A lot of dancing over there at first base. Probably one of the reasons Humphrey just kind of staring him down.
And he does a good job, too, of it, as Craig started bouncing back to the base right as Humphreys delivered it home. Humphreys has faced the minimum in each of the last 2 innings. As he picks off the runner at first, the throw to second is in time to get him. Well, another base runner erased for the Saints. West has thrown out a couple of guys stealing, and now Humphreys picks off Craig.
Well, the Saints are just shooting themselves in the foot. All they need is a base runner. They got it in that leadoff walk, and now the third out they've run into, when literally you got a guy on base, the tying runs at the plate.
Changes the inning. Nobody on for Alex Burge. Humphreys misses high. Burge popped up in his lone plate appearance today. Comes into play hitting .278, but slugging .500, which means he's been picking up a lot of extra base hits. Swings through a really good pitch from Humphreys. It's 1-2. Burge not an easy guy to strike out. 12 walks to just 10 strikeouts this season. The sun continues to set here at Jackie Robinson Field. The lights coming on. Outside, ball 2.
Good spot from Ryan. Don't want to lay something in there, but really trying to go with the corner, and no harm, no foul as we move to 2-2.
See what he goes with on a 2-2 pitch. It's a fastball and shot over to Dominic Hellman. He flips it over to Humphreys for out number 2. Definitely seemed like one that Hellman could have taken to the bag himself, but wanted to give Humphreys a chance to practice some PFPs. They're all joking about it right now.
You can see Humphreys giving him a hard time as he gets the ball back.
Yeah, we heard the dugout giving Hellman a hard time as well on that one.
I mean, it was definitely one that he could have, especially with how long his legs are, his biggest strides are, taken 2 extra steps, but he's a sharer, let's just say. So I wanted to let Ryan get in on the action.
Crew McChesney now. He grounded out. That one misses in the dirt. McChesney playing center field for the Saints, as always. Crew towards the team lead in at-bats for Arroyo Secco. 3rd on the team. Hitting 273. Getting on base at a 363 clip. The count's even at 1. We'll see if Humphreys is the first Oaks pitcher to pitch into the 6th inning. He's been really efficient in this one. He's only allowed 1 hit. And he gets a nasty looking swing from McChesney.
Really good breaking ball right there from Humphreys, just darting out of the zone, and looks like a good pitch, and then all of a sudden it's in the dirt.
Humphreys looking for a strikeout. Already has 4 in this one. He shakes a couple of times. The 1-2. It's lofted into left center field. Austin Creo is there to make the catch, and for the 3rd consecutive inning, Ryan Humphreys has faced the minimum. He's through 5 scoreless. So we head to the 6th. The Oaks leading 2-0. Top of the 6th inning. Oaks lead 2-0 in this one. The last 7 Oaks batters have all been retired. And as we begin this 6th inning, we are joined by a very special guest in the booth, or at the table, I should say, as Justin Rubin drives this one down the left field line. It's going to hit off the fence. Actually stops dead on the warning track. Justin Rubin's in there with the leadoff double. And we are joined by McKenna Solis.
Per special request, I have made my appearance back.
Yeah, we had a lot of special requests for you to come back.
I didn't know I was that enjoyable to listen to. Maybe not for everyone, but
Does seem like everyone seems to enjoy it.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. I love all my fans.
Even approached on the street or at any games about how your broadcasting's been?
Not in the street. I'm still waiting for that. But at games, yes.
Yeah, big fans?
Big fans. Yeah.
Well, we got a big audience watching the game today.
Nice. Do you think the views will go up since they heard that I'm on?
Oh, 100%. They already have, actually. Look
Really?
Yeah, they're.
Oh, it went down.
I mean, it got up when you first got on, and then people told their family members to come in the same room, and now they just turned it off
you're
because
so
they're all
right.
watching on one.
No, you're right.
They're watching
right,
on one
right,
device
yeah,
now.
yeah.
instead of
No, I
multiple.
totally get that.
Landon West up there. Ruben at second, nobody out. If you were to have a conversation with Landon right now, Mac, what would you be telling him?
From the wise words of Koji, keep your eye on the ball.
Gotcha.
Do you think that's good advice?
I think it
Worked
is.
with Justin Rubin just right there.
Anything
Okay.
about approach?
For Landon?
Yeah.
Hit the ball and hit it hard.
Okay, perfect. You're a great coach.
Thank you.
Les fouls that back. 2-2. Well, McKenna, we do know the showcase game is now 5 days away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've been involved a little bit.
Yeah, so for those viewers who don't know, I am the showcase game coordinator this year. It's definitely very soon, which is crazy to think 'cause I have been planning this for months now, and now it's finally 5 days away. And it's a lot of work, but I'm excited for it. It's always fun. The guys enjoy it. It's a long day, but it's a cool experience for them.
And this is the second year that there is a home run derby in addition to the game. So West pops this one up on the right side. Making the catch is the second baseman, Easton Elliott. Ruben stays put on second with just one out.
Coming to the plate for the Oaks, second baseman, number 18, Jordan.
It's also cool, the CCL showcase game, where we get to see the North teams for the first time.
Yeah. See some of the best. Scouts are out there, which is always exciting for the players. Do a lot of PDP testing before with USA Baseball, which is cool. Home Run Derby obviously is very exciting too. Just started it last year.
Well, and this year, I should say, the CCL showcase game coincides with the MLB draft. So, as you mentioned, with all those scouts there, it makes it even extra important.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Count is 0-1 to Jordan King. 1 for 2 in this one with a single. Scored a run as well. Ruben led this inning off with a double. The Oaks are trying to cash him in, and they haven't scored since the second inning of this one. Getting 2 in the second. That Ruben double is strapped. As Ruben heads for third, he's in there safely. What I was going to say is that double snapped a streak of 7 consecutive Oaks hitters retired. Ruben gets a great jump to steal third, and now the Oaks have a runner just 90 feet away with one out.
They brought their infield in, but the second baseman, I guess now he's heading in, didn't seem to get the memo originally.
Okay, I'm looking for something to elevate. That one was too high.
Who has the most steals for us?
Tommy Ketlinger.
How many?
Don't even have to look, but I know he has the most.
Yeah.
Josh could help us out,
He's
right?
10, I believe. 10 for Tommy,
Cool.
6 for Brooks, 6 for Ruben, 6 for Carrillo.
Nice.
You'd be stealing a lot of bases, Mac, if you were out there?
Yeah, because I can't hit a ball.
This one is driven out to the right center field gap. Going back is McChesney. He dives and cannot make the play. King is into second safely. Coming into score is Justin Rubin, and the Oaks extend the lead.
Stay hot, Jordan King. Great approach to the opposite field. I was talking with Austin Creo and BP before the game. We talked about how Jordan really has a good opposite field swing, really level head, airplane land, airplane take off, and we see it right there, just able to drive it towards the gap. A lot of power right there from King.
It's a great swing, and I feel like this happened last time, but Mac, you seem to be good luck in the booth.
Let's knock on wood, though.
Knock
This
on
is
plastic.
but
First pitch breaking ball is high to Dom Hellman. Very active take.
they just know that I'm going to make a great call when, things like that happen. So they're like, okay, we really got to bring our A game.
Right, of course. Yeah, they take that little peek over before they get on deck circle. I'm sure those nerves really go up. That one's in there for a strike. 2 breaking balls to Hellman, both in a pretty similar location. 1 rule to ball, 1 rule to strike. Dom has put a couple of good swings in the ball today. One of them falling for a hit, driving a run. The other was a line out to right center. Tough call on the corner. Hellman didn't like it. It's 1-2. We have been told that there is action in the Oaks bullpen. As Hellman chops this one right in front of home plate. Making the play is Burge. Throws out Dom for out number 2.
What's the process of electing an umpire to be part of the CCL?
Showcase game? Talking about?
Or just like sure, like is it like for that? Is it whoever is like the best reputation or?
So we send out nomination forms to each team. They go ahead and rank them by ranking who they think deserves it most, and they include their stats. And then it's a little different this year in terms of selection and head coach. It's on a rotation basis. So let's say we have one coach. The head coach for the South is going to be Kenny Langer from the Academy Barons. And then we have a selector, another member from the South who picks the teams. Same thing goes for the North.
Who is the selector for the South this year?
It was Arroyo Secco head coach Aaron Milam, also my boss.
Got it.
So yeah, a little different this year, but gives every team a chance to, select, be the head coach, year round. And the next year, it'll rotate all over again.
It's a cool idea they got going.
Mm-hmm.
When will the rosters be made public?
They'll be made public Monday morning via CCL. And then after that, each team will probably announce their own individual players on their social media pages, highlight them, all that good stuff. So it's exciting. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a long day, but I'm ready.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun.
Long
yes.
but fun day.
Yes.
Getting to meet all those folks from the North. It's always cool to be able to share on the field.
I'm excited to actually meet a lot of the North coaches, GMs, face-to-face, because I've talked to them on the phone, I've emailed them, but I haven't gotten the chance to actually shake hands with them in person. So I'm excited for that. Put a face to a name,
100%. That's really what the showcase game is about, just getting looks at everybody. And we should also mention that game is broadcasted.
Bally Sports. 7 p.m. 7:05 first pitch.
7:05 first pitch on Wednesday.
Yes. July 17th. Tune in.
Do you think next year they'll have like the broadcasters will be like the all-stars of like the CCL, like whoever's the best nominated?
Like broadcast team?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want?
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Would that be a thing like in the future?
Maybe. I don't know. We've had Chris Sylvester as our play-by-play guy. He's been doing it the past few years, and he's great. Great connections.
This one gets away. Kane comes in to score.
Maybe I am good luck. Knock on wood again.
Knock on plastic. Belchowski up to second.
But yeah, so Chris Sylvester is our play-by-play. We're bringing on a new color commentator as well, Keith Ramsey, which is exciting. So Chris has a great connection with us. It's always fun. He knows a lot about the CCL, very into it, getting to know, each team, what they're about, each player that's selected. So it's really cool.
It'll definitely be a fun day at the MLB Youth Academy in Compton. Camarillo fouls this one on the right side. Out of play.
It went into the dugout a little bit, actually. It bounced right with the opening to walk in.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, I got eyes on it.
Yeah, I don't know how you saw
Josh
that.
just kind of gave up on that ball right away.
Cannot see that corner.
Thank you, Connor Mullen.
Thank you, Connor Mullen, for the foul ball.
Only told us 30 seconds ago.
Whoa. It's 1-on-1 that counts Camarillo. It's that one foul. Thank you, Connor Mullen. Appreciate that. He's just letting us know that a foul ball off the back net is indeed a foul ball. Just a helpful guy.
Scoring for Skip right now while he's out there coaching third. He does it all. Connor Mullen really does it all.
He does. So does Coach Solis.
Yeah, he does it all too.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit. It's fun to see him out there on third base. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's fun. I want to see him get more into it, though. Like, get that arm moving. I want him to get low.
Windmill down the line?
Yes. When they have to get down to slide, I want him getting down there,
The bat's
too.
got to get hot. So we keep running down the line, get a good workout in.
Have you told him that yet?
I'll let him know.
Okay, good.
After this inning, I'll let him know.
Okay, perfect. Camarillo fouls that one back.
Lon getting good look right here. Fouling him straight back. He's really getting on the fastball now.
He's fouled off a couple of pitches, Camarillo. Still 2-2.
See him pull one down the line. The left fielder shaded towards left center.
Foul tips it into the glove of Burge for a strikeout. Third out of the sixth inning. So the Oaks are finally retired after they scored 2, doubling the lead and extending it to 4-0. Looks like it's going to be Damon Villa entering to replace Ryan Humphreys.
Looking off the bottom of the sixth for Arroyo Secco, right fielder, number 9, Peter Warner.
Ryan Humphreys' day is done. After 5 scoreless innings, just 1 hit allowed. Did walk a few batters, struck out 4, and only faced 1 over the minimum, thanks to some stellar catching play by Landon West, throwing out a couple of base runners, and Humphreys as well picking off a runner at first base. We're still joined in the broadcast booth by McKenna.
Hi, everyone.
That pitch misses outside. Damon Villa replaces Humphreys, and this one's popped up. First base side, Dom Hellman makes the catch for out number 1.
Connor Mullen.
Was it
Connor Mullen identifies it was an out.
It's an emphatic out. Couldn't have done it without him. Villa this year making his 6th appearance. ERA just below 10.
We had a couple good first outings, but then had a little mid-season slump, so he's looking to pitch out of it. But quick outs and pitching soft contact, that's going to be huge for him just to get back his confidence and continue to execute.
When if you also look at stat line from this year, only 1 walk from Villa, just double digits in the hit category, which is, as a coach, something you'll accept. Rather see guys be giving up base hits rather than walking around the yard. 0-2. Lifted out to left field. Carrillo goes back a little bit before making the catch. 2 quick outs in this 6th inning. Mac, are you kidding?
Do I need to stay on the rest of the game?
You might need to stay on the rest of the season.
I'm just going to sit in silence on here. I'll say a word every now and then, but sit in silence.
We should maybe just save you for the playoffs.
Yeah, sure. You can throw me on.
Yeah, maybe we'll like use up all your luck then. Right now, the Oaks sitting a half game behind the Santa Barbara Foresters for first place in the CCL South. But as we've noted multiple times, the Foresters technically don't count towards CCL playoff seeding. The Oaks want to finish above them anyway. This one's popped up off the bat of Jacob Shart into the right field corner. Ball is
Now?
caught. Someone on the Oaks defense made the play.
I just
Jack
see guys
Brooks.
walking off, and I think out.
Well, a 1-2-3 sixth inning for Damon Villa. So we head to the late innings of this one with the Oaks leading 4-0. Final 3 innings of this one. Oaks lead 4-0. Top of the lineup, Tommy Kenley will lead things off. After Damon Villa threw just 9 pitches in a scoreless 6th inning. Still just 1 hit for the Saints lineup through 6. 5 hits for the Oaks. First pitch to Tommy Kenlinger misses in the dirt. It was just 1 inning of relief for Tyler Hergis. He's replaced in this one by the right-hander, Ahmad Haraji, out of the University of Miami, Ohio. Haraji with a 4.32 ERA and an 8 1/3 innings pitched. This one is under the glove. Mackie on the broadcast.
I forgot I was on the broadcast.
Happens to the best of us, don't worry.
Do we think is that an error? Hit? Error?
I'll give him a hit. He didn't touch it. I mean, it looked like his feet were glued in cement because he was pretty slow to that, but, I mean, I'd say it's a knock.
It was
I
a hit.
apologize,
Hard
I
hit
got
ball.
too excited.
No, we love the enthusiasm. Oaks trying to stay hot. Brooks shows bunt, pops it up. Coming in is the third baseman, Livingston, who makes the catch. Like the idea from Brooks, but just couldn't execute it well, popping it up. Which brings up Austin Carrillo. 1 for 3 in this one with a couple of flyouts. The Oaks scored 2 runs in the second and then 2 in the 6th inning to lead 4-0. As this one kicks out of the glove of Burge. Going to second is Kenlinger, who puts his head down and heads for third. He'll be in there safely. Alex Burge took his time getting to that one. Kenlinger, with his speed, didn't hesitate around second base.
That was a great play.
By Tommy.
Yeah, great read.
Agreed.
It's a great read. And now the Oaks have a runner 90 feet away with only 1 out. The guy who does not strike out very often in Austin Carrillo. Just needs to put the ball in the outfield. The Saints bringing their infield in.
We already saw a blue pit from Austin this game. Something along those lines, as it looks like he's got something in his eye. Would get the job done, but
that one's outside of Carrillo.
Can we shout out a comment we just got?
Yeah, we're about to do that.
Sammy Holiday
Quick
commented.
quick shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to a great former broadcaster for the Oaks.
2-time.
2-time. Forgot to mention.
We miss you, Sammy.
We miss you a lot, Sammy.
3-0 the count to Carrillo. First base is open. Waiting on deck is Justin Rubin. Carrillo takes ball 4. 4-pitch walk. And Austin reaches for the second time today. First and third, Justin Rubin. This brings out a mound visit from the Saints pitching coach. Mac, if you were a pitching coach and went up to the mound in this situation, what would you be telling the pitcher?
Do you really want to know?
I do.
It would probably be nothing about the game.
Yeah.
I say
You know
this all
that
the
helps
time.
sometimes too. You know?
Yeah,
That's
take
what
the
I'm
mind
saying.
off it.
Exactly. Maybe he's in his head a little too much. Maybe, hey, what snacks did you bring today? What do you want for dinner
Doing anything
tonight?
after the game later, stuff like that.
Yeah, things like that. I think that's what I would say, and then I'd finish off by saying tighten up, and then I'd just walk off.
Well, do you ever get coaching advice? I'll take that as a no. Rubin up there. First and third, 1 out. Middle infield stays back for the Saints. Corners are in. They are looking for a double play ball. Rubin, not an easy guy to double up. Got great speed. That one's high. Kenlinger on third, Carrillo on first. 1 out in the 4th inning. Or in the 7th inning.
Whoa.
When I say 4-run game.
Good leave.
That one's outside.
Electric leave.
Pitch was a strike for a long time. Kenlinger's got great speed at third base, so even a shallow fly ball, he's got a good chance to score him. Strike 2. Looks like the Oaks are letting Rubin swing. Don't want to run and do an out at second base. It's a really good hitter at the plate. He takes a breaking ball in the dirt. And that works the count full. Landon West waits on deck. Payoff pitch coming from Haraji. Misses high. The Oaks have loaded the bases here in the 7th inning.
Good opportunity to give Coach Solis a workout and see if he can get down that third base line, waving
He
him
better.
home.
He better.
If he doesn't, I'm sure he'll hear it from you.
I'll give him a stern talking to if he does.
Coming to play for the Oaks, catcher number 35, Landon West.
I believe we mentioned earlier, Landon West, top 3 in the team in RBIs.
3rd on the team.
He's been clearing the deck day in, day out. Big double machine, especially in these clutch situations. So exactly the guy you want up there right now.
Takes high. West has reached in 2 of his 3 plate appearances today. Doubling and walking. Also has a run scored. Swings through this one. West has a chance to break it open here. Bases full of Oaks, just 1 out. West watches that one miss.
A lot of these misses aren't too close. You're not really seeing competitive misses. Well, it did get Landon to take the bat off the shoulder. You saw it pretty easily.
Missing high once again. It's a 3-ball count to Landon West with nowhere to put him. Kenlinger at 3rd, Carrillo at 2nd, Justin Rubin at first base. Jordan King waits on deck with the count 3-1 to Landon West. And he takes a strike at the bottom of the zone. Count is now full 3-2. Expect a challenge pitch right now from Haraji. Nowhere to put West. So the payoff pitch misses downstairs, ball 4. Coming in to score is Kenlinger. The Oaks extend the lead to 5-0.
For the Oaks, number 18, second baseman Jordan.
Bases are still loaded and just 1 out. Jordan King, who's been red hot at the plate the last couple of days, steps in. 2 for 3 in this one. A double and a single, 2 runs scored. RBI as well for Jordan today. Coming off a game in which he earned player of the game on Wednesday against the San Luis Obispo Blues on a 3-hit day for King. Count is even at 1 on Jordan.
Really made a passionate Jordan King fan on Instagram happy to finally see Jordan get that nod, the honor.
Yeah, King, a fan favorite for sure. 1-1 is high. 1-2. Into 2-strike mode, Jordan goes. Looking to drive in a run. Extend this already 5-run lead for the Oaks. He goes down looking. Fastball on the outside corner. Ruled strike 3 as King heads back to the dugout. Dominic Hellman up there and the bases loaded.
For the Oaks, number 41, first baseman Dominic Hellman.
Hellman is 1 for 3 in this one. Watching that fastball miss outside. In the dirt. Burge keeps it close, 2-0.
Definitely don't want to go to a 3-ball count, especially if the base is loaded, but I feel like Dominic, we know his power. Anything in the zone, they could be asking for a new baseball in grand fashion.
See if he's aggressive on this 2-0 pitch. He is, but well late. 2-1. Brief mound visit right now as Alex Burge heads off to have a conversation with Haraji. Might have seen Justin Rubin noticing something at second base, wanting to change up the signs. Still 2-1 to Dom Hellman. Swings and misses. Another healthy hack from Dom. Now even at the count 2-2.
Let's see if he triples up on the fastball. Anytime you triple up on a pitch to Dominic, risky, but he's been well late on both of the two.
Another fastball. Hellman frustrated that he missed that one, fouling it off to the right.
Well, if the pitcher reads the reaction, I would not be surprised if they go to off speed here, especially knowing that he's going to be really looking for that fastball.
Dangerous 2-2 pitch coming to Dom Hellman, and it misses below the knees. Count is now full. All three runners will be on the move. A base hit from Hellman breaks this game open for the Oaks. Beltowski waits on deck. Carrillo's at third, Rubin on second, West at first. Payoff pitch is swung on and missed. Hellman goes down on strikes. So the Oaks leave him loaded here in the seventh. They do scratch across one more, extending the lead to 5-0 as we head to the bottom half. Damon Villa back out for his second inning of work. He pitched a 1-2-3 sixth inning, needing just 9 pitches. A few weak outs for Damon, so he's earned himself another inning. Facing 2-3-4, the Saints lineup. Easton Elliott to lead things off. Forgettable day for him at the plate, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. The Oaks have faced just 1 over the minimum in this one. 3 walks and a hit for the Saints.
Well, it's a judgment call by the umpire, but
well, we apologize if we lost you there for a minute. We're still here. Talked about potentially spotty stream tonight, but it's been able to make it through 6.5 with no issue. Had a brief delay, but we're back. 1-2 the count to Josh Livingston. Livingston is 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. He takes a fastball above the zone. Livingston has been one of the best hitters for the Saints, hitting .348. Just able to get a piece of that one. Two and two the count to Livingston. Breaking ball in the dirt, 3-2.
you can see Villa a little bit frustrated with himself. You never want to go to the 3-ball count. He definitely wanted that to be at least kind of competitive toward the strike zone. Didn't have to be a strike, but a pitch that would entice the hitter. But let's see him bounce back right here on the full count.
With this being a 5-run game, expect a challenge pitch from Villa. Indeed it is, and Livingston fouls it back. It'll be another 3-2 coming to Livingston. Joey Donnelly waiting on deck. This one is driven out to deep right field. Going back on it is Brooks. Still going back into the corner. And it's foul ball. Coach Solis is heading out to, now he heads back to the dugout. Brooks ran into the fence. We're getting some awesome sign language from Connor Mullen.
Josh, you're also making some good guesses and inquiries based on reading the body language of the dugout. If I do shout yourself out, don't sell yourself short.
We've been in this same spot for the last 3 years, so kind of gotten used to it. 3-2.
Oh, goodbye.
Nasty pitch from Damon Villa.
Attaboy.
He gets a chase and a strikeout. 7 consecutive Saints hitters retired and back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 7th.
Well, there's the curveball from Damon, and just flat out on the head. Speeds up the bat of the hitter, but realizes that's in the dirt. He's already gone around. Just disgusting stuff from Damon. He's definitely feeling it on tonight.
5 batters faced for Villa, 5 batters retired. Facing the cleanup hitter Donnelly, who shows bunt but pulls back. The Oaks are in a shift with the left-handed hitter. This one is shot into the left field corner, and that'll be a fair ball. It'll for sure be a double for Joey Donnelly. The throw comes into third base, but staying put at second with a 2-out double is Donnelly. We do apologize again for the spotty stream. We're not dealing with the best conditions here. Saints looking to get on the board in this one. A 2-out double for Joey Donnelly. Brings up Joey Craig. He's yet to be retired in this one. 2 plate appearances, 2 walks. Craig making just his second start for the Saints. 0 for 4 coming into play today. Good stop again by West. Two another count to Craig. Who hits this one up the middle, past a diving lawn Camarillo and into center field. This is going to score a run and get the Saints on the board. As now as Landon West heads out to the mound to talk to Damon. Potentially to give the relief pitcher in the Oaks bullpen some time, which is indeed looks like the case with Coach Dave Solis heading out to the mound. Already got 5 outs from Villa in this one, and it doesn't look like he'll be getting any more. Solis takes the ball from him. Great outing from Damon. Didn't give up those back-to-back hits on the run, but 5 straight before that, and he makes way for an Oaks reliever. Can't see who it is, but we'll let you know on the other side of the break. The new pitcher for the Oaks is left-hander Chris Lozano, who's making his 5th appearance this season. Throws a first pitch ball, breaking ball that doesn't quite come back into the zone. He's facing the catcher Alex Burge, another lefty for the Oaks to take advantage of these left-handed hitters. Burge in this one is 0 for 2. Lozano with 7 strikeouts in his 5 innings coming in today. ERA is 6.75.
Good pitch.
It's in their first strike.
Good spot on the up and away corner. Really hard to get to, lefty-lefty especially, and Lozano just hammers the spot.
Lozano enters with 2 outs already. So 1 strike away from getting back in the dugout. Got Joey Craig at first. Coming home and missing outside. Kicking off the glove of West. So Craig heads into scoring position. A rare miscue behind the plate by Landon West, which evens up the count at 2. Piers, West, and Lozano already discussed how they would do signs at second base. Just this inning alone, the Saints have already doubled their hit count of the day. 1 hit coming into the 7th and 2 here this inning. So that breaking ball misses outside. We've talked about it before. Alex Bird is not an easy guy to strike out. Only 10 Ks this summer to go along with 12 walks. You can see his discipline in a 2 strike count. The payoff pitch comes home, and it's lifted out to left center field. Coming in is Carrillo. He settles under to make the catch. Chris Lozano does his job, comes in, gets the out that he was looking for, and makes a funny face too before heading back to the dugout. Oaks lead 5-1 as we head to the 8th. First pitch to Tanner Beltowski is in there for a strike to begin the 8th inning. Oaks lead 5-1 in this one. The Oaks plated 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Let's jump out to a 5-0 lead, and then Arroyo Secco plated 1 of their own in the bottom of the 7th, which is where we stand with this 5-1 score. Tanner Beltowski's in a 1-2 hole. He watches that one miss high.
Well, it's that time of night, the twilight, definitely making it difficult against outfielders.
2-2 to Beltowski. Catches the zone for strike 3. Tanner looking pretty surprised to see that pitch called a strike. He goes down looking. Alon Camarillo comes up. the 9-man for the Oaks. 0 for 3 in this one. He takes a strike.
I ran into Austin Carrillo in between innings who made the final, but he said he really had trouble seeing it, so hold your tickets on anything in the air for the next maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Which theoretically would be the rest
The end
of
of this game.
That one misses down. Well, crazy things can happen here at Jackie Robinson Field. The Oaks have seen it the last couple of summers. Most recently this year, that 6-5 unfortunate walk-off loss as Camarillo pops this one up to the right side. The ball is caught. That's all I can tell you. Don't know what position. First baseman. Thank you, Connor Mullen. 2 outs. Seems like each time we come here to Arroyo Secco, we're played it even closer to the dugout, making it that much harder to see the right field line.
Well, I missed the second time, but I remember the first time we were a healthy dose off to the left, but now pretty tough where we're set up.
Tommy Kenlinger, who's 1 for 4 in this one. Led off the last inning with a single and then came around to score. His hardest hit ball of the day, though, was that line out he hit in the third inning, or in the 5th inning, I should say. The first baseman right at Joey Donnelly. Nothing Kenlinger can do. He's looking to keep the inning going for Jack Brooks. Count is 3-0. It's in there for a strike, 3-1. This is in Tommy's wheelhouse. Expect him to be aggressive. But it's in the dirt for ball 4. Kenlinger reaches for the second time today in the second consecutive inning. And that provides the Oaks with a 2-out base runner and Jack Brooks coming up.
Good lead from Tommy. That entire at-bat really was going up there with a good approach, knowing his pitches. Austin Carrillo.
Brooks 1 for 4 in this one. Tried to lay down a bunt his last time up and popped it up to the third baseman. Should mention that it is still Ahmad Haraji in for his second consecutive inning. We got a attaboy Thomas to Kenlinger on that one. Maybe we should start calling him Thomas instead of Tommy. 2-0. It's up and away, 3-0.
Haralji, not really close, and makes it a lot easier on the hitters to pick a zone of the plate and kind of find where they want it.
7 consecutive balls. Make it 8. He actually did throw a strike on the 3-0 pitch to Kenlinger, so stand corrected. Going to prompt a mound visit, the 2 straight walks. Keeps the inning alive for Austin Carrillo. Once again, we do want to apologize for the dropped frame rate. We know that it's not ideal watching the game like this where it's freezing every second. And there is going to be a pitching change. Haraji is done. Looks like Jace Presley is going to be the new pitcher for the Saints. The new pitcher for the Saints is the right-hander, Jace Presley. Presley is pitching in his 9th game for the Saints, which is the team lead. Presley's got an ERA of 8.76, 19 strikeouts in his 12 1/3 innings pitched. This one misses inside of Carrillo. The Saints have had some trouble throwing strikes since getting the 2 quick outs of Beltowski and Camarillo. That one is in there for a strike. After Beltowski struck out looking, Camarillo popped up. It was a Kenlinger walk, Brooks walk, and then 2-0 to Carrillo, and that's now 2-1. The pitching change came after the Brooks. And Carrillo swings through it. 2-2. Austin today has reached in 2 of his 4 tries. Fly out to left, a single and a walk. The 2-2 nearly hits Carrillo. Getting out of the way of that one is Austin. The count is now full.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Carrillo, a guy really difficult to strike out here. But you don't want to load the bases again. They've already had their trouble with that today. So I think it's going to be a challenge pitch here.
Payoff pitch is driven out to right field. Off the bat of Carrillo. Making the catch is the right fielder for out number 3. Yokes lead a couple of runners on the bases. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 5-1. The Oaks have made some defensive changes here in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's really just one defensive change. Dominic Hellman comes out of this game. Tanner Beltowski heads over from third base to first. And the defensive wizard, Cooper Sheff, comes into the game to play third base. The Oaks have the left side of the infield on lock right now with Camarillo at short and Sheff at third. This one's grounded over to the right side and foul. Crew McChesney in this one is 0 for 2. The Oaks jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. Haven't looked back. 5-1 here in the 8th. Good breaking ball from Lozano. McChesney takes it.
You can see Landon West pointing out to Lozano, commending him on it, even though it didn't catch the zone, exactly what he wanted it to do.
Now he goes up with a fastball. That's fouled back.
I do not trust myself.
One, two.
Good spot.
Outside. Located well. Didn't get the call.
Got to fire in something in the zone here. Obviously, you don't want to lay one in, but you always want to avoid that 3-ball count. The Oaks have done a really good job of that today.
Well, it's hit on the ground over to second base. Jordan King throws out McChesney.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but only 2 walks on the day, right? For the Oaks pitching staff? 3 walks.
Fielder number 9, Peter Ward.
It was 3 walks from Humphreys in those 5 innings that he pitched, but it just doesn't feel like it with the fact that 2 of them were caught stealing, and he really was firing in majority strikes. Peter Worth up there. He gets hit with the first pitch. Right off the knee, it looked and sounded like. Off the elbow. Off the elbow. Just heard it and saw the ball fly away.
Come to the plate for the Saints, number 23, shortstop Tyler Gordon.
The first hit batsman of the game. That brings up the 9-man, Tyler Gordon. The umpires are giving Worth some time over there at first base. Gordon a strikeout victim. Lozano misses way upstairs and goes all the way to the backstop. One slipped out of Chris's hand. Saints get a runner in scoring position now with only 1 out. This would be a big base runner for the Saints with the top of the lineup coming up. And it's hit on the ground to third base. Cooper Chef looks the runner back, and he throws across. And the ball is dropped by Tanner Beltowski.
The last thing you want to see happen if you're the Oaks. It was a tough play for Chef, having to react quickly, but able to hold the runner by getting him back, but unfortunately nobody out.
It was a good throw by Chef and just bounced out of the glove of Beltowski. Which is not what you want to do with a few dangerous hitters coming up, led by Jacob Shart, who's 1 for 3 in this one, but has been one of the best hitters for the Saints this year. 2 bombs, slugging .566 to go along with this .337 average.
Got to keep it down in the zone here. You don't want to let it get belt high where you can elevate. Plus double play possibility, but if I were Lozano, I'd definitely look in the lower quartile.
Goes with the breaking ball. It's a ball outside. We don't have any visual on the Oaks bullpen, but you have to imagine there's someone warming. The 1-1 to Shart. It's on the corner. 1-2. Another lefty-lefty matchup that this Oaks staff looking to take advantage of. It's a fastball off the plate.
pretty big leads out there at second, but I doubt there's going to be a stolen base, especially with all the miscues this game, and then the front door is open with the left-handed hitter at the plate. But we'll see.
This one's driven out to left center field. Carrillo goes back on it, reaches up, and it's off his glove and over his head. Getting the wave home as the throw comes in from Camarillo. It is just up the line, and coming in to score safely is Worth. He doesn't slide into the plate, which was a bizarre look as West went for the tag, and he must have just missed him.
Did look like he missed him, but it almost looked like the throw was going to hit the runner right there.
It was a good throw from Camarillo. And not advancing to second was Shart, so it's just a single.
Tying run at the plate now.
It was pretty risky to send Worth there. He could have been out. But just able to stand in safely, and you said tying run at the plate with only one out. Elliott with a hat trick today. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Can he erase all of that with one swing right now? Middle infield stays back for the Oaks. They lead by 3. Looking for a double play ball to get out of this one. Elliott's got pretty good speed. Going to be a difficult man to double up. Fastball foul tipped it in the glove. 1-2.
Those are 2 straight fastballs that definitely getting past the hitter. It's always risky to go 3 times, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a challenge pitch, maybe not in the strike zone, but elevated again like that one.
Does have a couple pitches to waste. Lozano ahead of the count, 1-2. Throw goes over to first base, but Shard is back in there.
And that run should be unearned to Lozano after the ball was dropped at first base, just to note if anybody's interested.
Lozano comes home, and he misses outside. Got to make sure you're coming set here if you're Chris. Sped into that pitch. There goes Shart as the pitch is swung on a missed. No throw. Golden sombrero for Easton Elliott. Tough day at the plate for him. That'll bring up the 3-hitter Josh Livingston and also bring out head coach Dave Solis. Looks like it's going to be a pitching change. Coach Solis heads out to grab the ball with the tying run at the plate. And who else would the Oaks go to in a big spot to get out of a jam but Charlie Decker? On in a 5-2 game with a tying run at the plate. Well, both sources that said Charlie Decker were incorrect. It's actually Daniel Orozco. They're both warming, double barrel action. But the Oaks are going with Orozco right now as Decker still warms up. the newly committed Cal Lutheran Kingsman. Daniel Orozco on the mound. Just committed to Cal Lu out of Moore Park College, where he played JUCO ball. Daniel's been heavily used for the Oaks this summer. He becomes the first Oaks pitcher to appear in 10 games out of relief. Making his 10th appearance for Daniel, a 2.77 ERA in 13 innings. Comes in a big spot. Josh Livingston up there representing the tying run. The Oaks led 5-0 in the 7th. It's now a 5-2 game with Livingston up there representing the tying run. Takes a big swing at a 2-0 pitch and fouls it back.
Challenge pitch right there. You can see the fastball from Orozco, outer third, but still in the zone, and he wins it.
For the Saints, this is one of the guys they like to see up there in this spot. Josh Livingston hitting .348, 13 runs batted in. Also 2 home runs, which is tied for the team lead. This one hits him. They're actually going to say it's a foul ball. The entire Oaks dugout caught it. They all said it was a foul ball right away. Now
He's trying to show like maybe a mark on his something to prove it.
Livingston showing off the batting glove to the home plate umpire where he got hit, but the umpire not buying it.
I've actually seen that work before. I remember a couple years ago, I think in college baseball, a batter got hit and the umpire said it was a foul ball, and he took off his jersey and showed a big welt. But clearly here it's a foul ball.
Head coach for the Saints, Aaron Milam, heading down to try to have a conversation with the umpire, but he's not hearing it.
Let's win it, Daniel.
2-2 the count to Livingston. Gordon at third, Shard on second. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Roscoe facing his first batter. And he misses down, running the count full.
A runner at first will be on the move. No runner at first. My apologies.
Waiting on deck is Joey Donnelly. Should Livingston reach here, he would represent the go-ahead run. Big payoff pitch on its way. And it's in there for strike 3. Orozco comes in and makes the biggest pitch of this one, picking up a strikeout of Josh Livingston and preserving the Oaks' 5-2 lead. We head to the 9th. Oaks looking to win their 2nd straight game. Jace Presley still on for this 9th inning with the Saints trailing 5-2. Middle third of this Oaks lineup, Justin Rubin to lead things off, who takes a strike and a breaking ball. Justin today is 1 for 3, the double and a run scored, as well as a walk. And he hits this one into left center field. Coming in and not going to be able to get there is Joey Craig. It's a leadoff single for Justin Rubin.
Just off the end of the bat, but hitting it where they ain't. We saw Craig was shaded over towards left center earlier in the game, clearly not there, and it benefits Rubin as he gives a scouting report to Jordan King from first base.
Brings up Landon West, who's been on in 3 of his 4 plate appearances today. A couple of walks and a double for Landon, who shows bunt and gets one down right back to the pitcher, Presley. He looks at second, but then fires to first. A successful sacrifice bunt for Landon West. It wasn't the prettiest looking bunt, right back to the pitcher, but it does the job. And heading over to second base is Rubin with Jordan King at the plate. King has a couple of hits in this one, a couple of runs scored as well. He's been swinging the bat a lot better as of late, is Jordan King. As he pops this one up foul. Jordan has also scored a couple of runs today. Which puts him into double digits in the runs category this summer. He swings through a breaking ball. Count is 1-2 to King.
Really sharp movement on that.
Rubin at second, 1 away here in the 9th. Good leave on a breaking ball. The entire dugout lets him know. Two and two the count to King. He goes down swinging. Second time today that King has gone down on strikes. It's now Cooper Chef. Mentioned last inning he getting his first at bat of this one. Cooper in 286, slugging over 400. He replaced Dom Hellman in the lineup, who finished off his day 1 for 4 with an RBI. That one's in the dirt. 2-0. Two another count to Cooper Chef. Waiting on deck. He's talking to himself a little bit. Knows that he got one that he wanted. Chef still in the transfer portal. Was at Oregon for his freshman year. Now looking for a new place to play. Fouls off another, 2-2. Chef hits this one on the ground to third base. High chopper for Livingston, who sets his feet and fires an accurate throw over to retire Cooper. The Oaks get a leadoff hit from Justin Rubin, but aren't able to get him home from second base. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Oaks are trying to win this one. They lead 5-2.
Number 17, Joey Donnelly.
Bottom of the ninth inning. Daniel Orozco still on the mound. 4-5-6 coming up for the Saints in the ninth. Joey Donnelly leads it off. It's 1 for 3 in this one. The double. Scored one of the 2 Saints runs in this game. As he flies this one into center field. Coming in on it is Kenlinger, who makes the catch for out number 1.
That'll 1 pitch, 1 out. You'll love to see it for the boys.
Brings up Joey Craig, who's been the best player today for the Saints. Hasn't been retired in his 3 times up there. A couple of walks and an RBI single. Picking up his first hit as a member of the Saints. 0 for 4 coming into play today. Just recently joined the team. Swings through that one. Craig's out of the University of Houston. No defensive changes this inning for the Oaks. Defense remains the same. So the count is even 1-1 to Joey Craig. Two and 1.
Good spot there from Orozco. Looked like they're not going down and out of the zone, but obviously you don't need to throw a strike there. Trying to entice any sort of swing.
Hit over to the right side. Tanner Beltowski's there. He flips to Orozco, and it's not in time. Great 90 from Joey Craig, who reaches safely. He's now reached base in all 4 of his plate appearances today. A little too nonchalant there from...
Yeah, a little bit of both. Nonchalant, but also the hustle, as you mentioned. Gets down the line really well, and it was kind of hit so softly, you really have to make sure you're putting down full effort to get there, but Oaks looking for a ground ball to end this one.
Alex Burge facing Daniel Orozco. Craig on first and 1 out in the 9th. These 2 teams are facing off again in less than 24 hours. It's up at Sparky Anderson Field. Burge fouls this one away. We've just eclipsed the 3-hour mark of this one. 6:05 first pitch. Oaks looking to win their second consecutive game. It's a good 0-2 pitch from Orozco. Doesn't get a chase.
Looked like the changeup there, I believe. A really good pitch, but a really good take at the same time. Staying at the bottom of the zone and then dropping out.
Well, we've continued to talk about how difficult Alex Burge is to strike out. Another good take on a 0-2 changeup. The 1-2 is popped foul. That's what Burge does with 2 strikes. Fouls off a lot of pitches. He's got a really good feel of the strike zone up there. .490 on base percentage for Alex Burge, and that's with a .278 average.
It's tough out for sure.
Pops this one up, foul territory, out of play. Another 2-strike foul ball. Burge, why he's such a difficult out. Orozco still a ground ball away from ending this game. Game in which Ryan Humphrey started for the Oaks, going 5 shutout, allowing just 1 hit. 1-2. Cold strike 3. Kind of a late strike 3 call there.
Yeah, really late.
The pitch has been a strike for a large majority of this game. And that brings up Crew McChesney as the last hope for Arroyo Secco. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. McChesney looking to extend the game and bring the tying run up to the plate. Orozco wants to end it right here. The Oaks will allow Joey Craig to take second base. A defensive indifference as the entire infield. McChesney today is 0 for 3. Last chance for Arroyo Secco. He takes a ball. Really good location from Orozco there. Thought that he was going to get the call, but ruled outside. Orozco looking for a 4-out save in this one. Came in the 8th inning in a 5-2 game and was asked to do the difficult task of getting 4 outs. He's 1 strike away from completing it. Crew McChesney stands in his way. It's outside. Joey Craig walking into third base. His lead was, not exaggerating, halfway between second and third. But who cares about him? So the Oaks lead by 3. Runner at third means nothing. So the 2-2 comes home and just misses. Count is full, 3-2. The tying run waits on deck should McChesney reach. Challenge pitch coming from Orozco, and it misses high and away. Up comes the tying run. The Oaks just can't have any easy games here at Jackie Robinson Field.
Well, the whole team thought they had strike 3 on that pitch prior to 3-2. Kind of frustrating to come back to once you think the game just ended, but Daniel going to have to bear down here. They're 1 swing away of tying this game.
And it's Peter Worth, who is yet to hit a home run for the Saints. 7 for 32 with 7 singles. Who takes the first pitch strike. Up moves McChesney into scoring position. Worth is 0 for 2 today, was hit by a pitch. Scored the Saints' second run of this. He fouls it back. And once again, the Oaks are 1 strike away. Worth up there representing the tying run. Got Craig at third, McChesney on second. Oaks lead at 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-2 pitch from Orozco is outside. It's the second time that the Oaks thought they won it, but the pitch was called a ball.
Really close pitch. Really good take at the same time, especially with 2 strikes and 1 strike away.
Gets a swing and a miss this time. No doubt about that one. The Oaks win it 5-2. As they take this one here at Jackie Robinson Field in Arroyo Secco. Well, a hard-fought contest between both teams. The Oaks led 5-0 heading into the bottom of the 7th, where the Saints played a 1 in the 7th, and they scored 1 in the 8th, bringing the tying run to the plate in both the 8th and 9th inning. But Daniel Orozco was able to bear down twice to pick up a couple of big strikeouts and get the Oaks a 5-2 victory. These two teams play again tomorrow. A little mini 2-game series. They travel up north to Sparky Anderson Field. The Oaks looking to win their 2nd consecutive ball game against the Arroyo Secco Saints. Well, for all of us with the Conejo Oaks broadcast team, McKenna Solis, Max Schwartzberg,